Hello, it's me, Kent Peters again. And this video, you see the topic. You see me do videos, which one's better? Invest in cryptocurrency or invest in the stock market? But in this video, I'm going to talk about which one's better. Investing in growth stock or investing in dividend stock? And what's the difference? Okay, with dividend stocks, in case you don't know what dividend is, think of bank interest when they pay you money every month. Well, that's pretty much what dividends do. And if you're like a regular viewer of my videos, you have seen me talk about dividends in my past videos. So with dividend stocks, most pay you like once every 3 months on average, but some do pay monthly. Like realty income, it pays monthly. But then with growth stock, the thing with them, they don't pay you dividends. Like Tesla, Uber, Carvana. I mean, these stocks, they don't pay any dividends. You just rely on them growing to make money off them. Well, which one's better? I mean, there's pretty much no straight answer for it. But there's a different goal when you do invest in these. I mean, with growth stock, I mean, they can be short term. They could be better short term. They could be good long term too, but you just never know. You could also lose. You could gain big with growth stock, or you could lose big because the stock market's up and down. Like, let's say Uber. What is Uber? Like $50 right now? I'm just guessing. We're gonna say it's $50 per share. Let's say I bought me like 10 shares of Uber. And 6 months from now, for some reason, Uber decides to go up to like $200. So when it was $50, I put in basically $500 into it. But then when it went up to like $200, I now sell that, and guess what? That's $2,000 right there. And I made $1,500 in profit. Not saying this will happen. This is just an example. But here's what could also happen. Let's say I bought 10 shares of Uber when it was $50. Then Uber, for some reason, it drops down to like $10. And we're gonna say I panic sales, so I just sold all 10 of those Uber shares. I got me $100 out of it, even though it cost me $500. So guess what? I lost me $400. I mean, the good news, I can use that as a tax write-off. So that's the only good news when you lose money in the stock market. Otherwise, it's not really good news. So I say that growth stocks are pretty much better short term. And when I say short term, I'm talking like within 5 years. I say they're pretty much good short term, like 5 years or better. Now let's go to dividend stock. Obviously, you see how much they pay with dividends. Like, let's use, which one can we use? AT&T right now, they pay like 52 cents per share. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but with dividends, it's like a long-term thing you're doing with dividends stock. So it's not short-term. So with growth stock, I pretty much see them better short term, but with dividend stock, I see them better as longer term. Because, like I said, when I talk about longer term, I'm talking about at least 10 years. When I'm talking about longer term, over 5 years at least, at the minimum, over 5 years. When I'm talking about long term, but mainly 10 years or over. So let's say let's say every single month you bought one share of AT&T. So in year one, you would have 12 shares. And with those 12 shares, you're now going to be making $6.24 every 3 months with those 12 shares. That's just 1 year. 5 years. So 5 years, that's 60 months. So with 5 years, you'll be making $31 every 3 months. So $31, I believe that's a little bit more than what AT&T called right now. So just think, every time you get paid in dividends with AT&T after that, you have enough to buy an extra share of AT&T pretty much for free with that dividends. But now let's say you bought one share of AT&T every month for 10 years, for the whole decade. So 12 times 10, 120. So how much would you be making every 3 months if you stuck to this routine? You'll be making $62.40 every 3 months if you bought one share of AT&T every single month for 10 years without stopping. So $62, that's enough to buy you 2 extra shares for AT&T with that $62. I mean, who knows? 10 years from now, AT&T could cost like $80. Who knows? If it does cost $80 10 years from now, man, I might have it made then. Just point that out. But here's the thing. It would actually be more than that. Because remember the compound interest. Every time you make money with the dividends, you're putting money back in. So I'm just showing without the dividend, without reinvestment of the dividends, how much it will be. So this is without it. So with it, it'll be much more. Because remember, you pretty much putting in your own money every month buying AT&T, but once those dividends pretty much get bigger, you pretty much have enough to not just buy one share of AT&T every month, but 2 shares every month. Then it'll be 3, and most likely 4 in that 10-year period. Now you want to stretch it out 25 years. How many months are in 25 years? 300 months. So 300. So I'm just saying, so this is 25 years. Every single month you invest with AT&T. At the end of those 25 years, you'll be making $156 every 3 months with AT&T. But actually, it'll most likely be more than that, because 25 years is a long time, so they probably pay more than 52 cents at that point. Who knows? They'll probably pay a full $1 or even more in 25 years. But $156 every 3 months, I mean, it's still some good money right there. Or even better, realty income. It's a monthly income. It pays monthly. So with realty income, they pay what, 23 cents per share. But let's say you bought one share of Realty O for like 7 years. We're gonna do 7 years for this. So if you bought Realty Income every single month for 7 years, how much will you make in dividends after those 7 years? So this is without reinvested dividends, of course. This is just you putting in your own money. So you'll be making $19.32 every single month after 7 years. I mean, it's not a lot of money. It's not enough to change a life. But remember, this dividends, you're going to put it right back into realty income. And I'll do one more thing. We're going to do 40 years. And I'm going to do this with realty income. So 40 times 12, 480 months. So 480 times. So with 40 years, invest with realty income, if it's still around that long. So 4 years, I'll be 2060. So how much will you be making in dividends after that many years? So you're making $110 every single month. But like I said, it'll be bigger than that because you'll be reinvesting that dividends. So I just want to point that one out. But who knows, man? You have enough money to buy like 10 shares of AT&T every single month. So after, I'm going to do this, so 10. So if you bought 10 shares every month with AT&T and then just didn't invest anymore, you're making $62 every 3 months with AT&T. So I just want to point that out. Well, with growth stocks, to go with growth stocks, you're pretty much waiting till that stock goes up a good amount to where you're going to get a good enough profits. Then you pretty much sell it and get money that way. So that's how growth stock work. I mean, you could do the same with dividend stocks because they grow too, but just at a slower rate. So they're advantaged and disadvantaged of each of them. I mean, with dividend stocks, I mean, if the price goes down, I mean, you don't really care as long as you're getting that dividends coming in. You don't really care how low the stock goes. But with growth stock, when it gets low, it's pretty frustrating because you're not getting dividends coming in. You're relying for that to go up. So there's pretty much no straight answer with this. But I would say long term, dividend stock is better, but short term, growth stock is better. So that's just my opinion. And I can only do 15 minutes with this phone, of course. So you agree or disagree with the growth stock and dividend stock? Just leave comments down here. And of course, there's some stocks that are like kind of hybrids. Like Microsoft. I mean, it does pay dividends, but the dividends like so low that it might as well just be a growth stock, how I see it. But if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you want to see other videos in the future, just hit on that bell button. That way you will be notified. You will get to see my videos. And with that being said, have a happy Easter.